Hello everyone, welcome back to our another session on Power BI. Today we'll be discussing about DAX functions. So DAX, as you know, like Power, it's very one of the most important calculations in Power BI. And without DAX or any kind of calculations, you cannot get any of your reports, any kind of your insights. So to do any kind of insights, any kind of calculation, you will need to require to use some kind of functions, some kind of calculations, all that. So today we are going to see some one of the interesting use case which I have seen recently, and one of my colleague came to me asking about a requirement, particular requirement, and he was struggling for some time here on this particular requirement, and then he approached me for any kind of solution on that. So I'll show you that how this can be done, and it's one of the most important and very common kind of requirement. So in such cases what happens, like people will try to find out, okay, how much percentages are there for each month or each category, on based on the overall calculation. So it's something like, let's say you have sales for multiple regions, multiple categories. In this case what will happen, like, uh, hello everyone, welcome back to our sessions on Power BI. Today we'll be discussing about one of the very interesting use case. So in this use case what will happen, like we will try to find out percent of total based on a category or multiple categories. Okay, so this will be calculated based on total values whatever we are getting. Recently I came to this kind of solution. Okay, one of my colleague approached me for this kind of requirement. He was struggling for some time on this particular use case, and he was not getting solution. It happens with everyone. Okay, see, no one is expert, and we have to keep on learning all the time. We have to keep on finding solutions on the real time scenarios and all. So this is something which we all should do all the time. Means keep on learning something new. Okay, today I'll show you that kind of use case. Okay, so I hope you will like it and you will definitely use it in your real-time projects. If you like it, please do like, share and comment on this particular video, so that will help me to reach other audiences. Okay, so let's go ahead and start. So here we have a requirement. So we have a sales dashboard and all. Okay, so we have all that setup ready. Okay, so what I'll do, like I have just loaded sample superstore data which you might be very familiar with. Okay, so here I'm going to load a bar chart, or I'll take a column chart. Here you see a stack column chart. So what I'm going to show you is we are just going to load sales here. So sales, I'll drag it on say y-axis, and I'll take order date on my x-axis. Okay, so here I am having all this data. Okay, that's fine, that's good, looking good. And I'm just going to take year and month for now. Okay, just to have you something clarity. Okay, so you can apply filters, slicers and all, that is all up to you. Now we are going to see something like very interesting, so make sure that you are following it completely so that you can understand that what kind of struggle we have to do in such cases, or where we will get stuck. Okay, and how DAX will help us to fix that issue. So means DAX, okay, data analysis expressions. Okay, that there are many different kind of expressions which we will see it here. Okay, so here I have a bar chart. Okay, that looks good. I'll bring up the labels and everything. So here I have data labels. Okay, I have all these things, or look, everything looks good. Okay, I'll go back to my charts. Here is my sales for February, March, April and so up to December. Now what I'll do, I'll just put up some legend. Okay, let me say, okay, region, I'll take it on legend. Okay, so this way I got to know that, okay, these are the sales for every region for a particular month. Looks good, perfect. I'll get a total also, just to have you clarity on this. I'll just say total. So here it is, for December it is 83,000, for November it is 118,000 and so on. This is perfect. Okay, now my requirement comes from end users. Okay, as per the business requirement, what I have to do, I have to show this chart as percent of total. Okay, that looks good. What I'll do, I'll just say, okay, I'll take as 100% stack column chart. So what it will do, it will translate this whole chart into 100% one. So what it does, it shows you the percentages of every of the regions. Now earlier we were having December. First thing it will do, all the bars will be of same size, only the segments will be differed. Now if you see that for central region it is 18,000, so it is 22% of total. We'll bring up the labels. We already have the labels, but what you have to do, we have to just reduce the size. Okay, and what else we can do, decimal places we can say, okay, we can have one, so that way it will look good. Okay, this is fine. So we are getting the labels and everything perfect. This is very simple, everyone understand it, like it's very easy to get it, and it's perfectly working. Now what I want to do, I would like to bring the same chart as a line chart also. So what I'll say Control C and Control V. I'll get a duplicate of this. Okay, and here it is a same chart. Now what I'm going to do, I'm going to change it to a line chart. Okay, change it to a line chart. Okay, and what happened here, it is just 100%, you know that. And what I did, uh, okay, I got a line chart, same thing but in a line chart. Now it is showing me the total numbers. Okay, so it is, let's say, central is 18,000, east is 20,000, south is 15,000, west is 29,000. I know that the total is somewhere around 88, 89,000. Okay, that's good. Now as per my business requirement, what I need to show these information also as a line chart. Okay, sorry, as percentages also. So it will be total number. So instead of our bar chart, I do not want a bar chart now. I want a line chart but with these similar kind of percentages. So this is the actual requirement. This is just to show you that what exactly we need, so that you can understand, okay, what is the actual requirement. Now my requirement is to have the same numbers. Instead of having this absolute values, I need here percentages. Means the similar thing what I am showing it in bar charts, I need to show it in a line chart. Okay, as per my requirement. Okay, I'll say, okay, this is very easy. I'll go to my y-axis, I'll say show values as percent of grand total, and here it is. But what I realized after doing this percent of grand total, okay, I realized that it is giving me this something like 2.74%, 2.92%, 2.21%, 4.31%, which is actually completely different than what I'm getting it for. Okay, December it's 22, 24, 18, 35 and so on. Means what is happening? The calculation is not correct. Though you have done the similar kind of calculation here, but it's not what you're expecting. You want to have the values to show exactly the same number. So for December, it should show me let's 22 for let's say for central. Okay, then east 24, then south 18, and west 35. So this is something what you need. Now this can't be solved with these kind of inbuilt calculations and all. No, we can't do that. Now what do you do? We have to take the refuse of um, uh, help of DAX functions. So here DAX will be our saviors. Okay, DAX are one of the most important thing which I would like to tell you that, okay, DAX is one of the most important thing which you should start learning if you want to work on Power BI. Okay, so DAX, data analysis, okay, expressions. Okay, there are many different kind of functions. We have sum, we have like all your stuff, calculate. Okay, calculate, all select, sorry for the spelling mistakes. Okay, we have sum, calculate, we have sum x. Okay, we have lookup, value. What else? We have all selected, we have all except, and many more. This is just few examples which I'm going to use in my calculation, but there are hundreds of other calculations which we will discuss in coming time. So if you want to learn DAX, okay, let me know, comment your requirements, and I'll create a topic on that particular DAX function. So this is something what we will learn together. Okay, so I can help you out if you want to learn something new. So make sure to comment and like on this video. I'll go back to the requirement. So what I have to do, I have to create a measure. I hope everyone understands measures, okay, facts, dimensions, measures, dimensions, okay. So measures are nothing but these are the calculations which will be done with the help of DAX functions, what you're doing, and it will be giving you output on the axis. So it will not be added as a calculated column here. If you see, you will, if you add a calculated column, new column, then it will be added as a part of your calculation, but measure will be calculated based on the values and it will give you result only at the place where you are using it. So that's a difference between measure and column. If you create columns, you will be adding storage on existing data. Okay, it means your data size will increase because you have added an extra column on your table, while measure will not occupy the space, the memory. Okay, so this is something what we have already discussed. If you want to see, you can check it out like my old videos, so you will get clarity on that. So let's go ahead and create a measure. So what I'll do, I'll just create a measure. So what I want, I'll just name it something like percent of total. I'll call it like percent of total equals to, okay, you can expand this. So this is the place where you will do all your calculations, so we will expand this. Now what I want to see, okay, let's go ahead and first try to break the requirement. Okay, first try to understand that what we need. What I need is actually this is like 18,000, okay, with 18,000 of total. So that is the number what I need for here, for this particular marker here for central region. Okay, so what I need, I want 18,000 divided by total, which is 89,000 something. So what I'll get, I will get around 22%. Okay, so this is something what we need. So we want to have this kind of calculation. So what we'll do, we will have, okay, sum of sales, which is my column, and now this sum of sales gives me total sales. Now I want to divide the values of every segment, means region, so central, east, south, west, every segment by this particular value. So this is what we are going to do. So what we will do, we will write a calculation. So we will say divide. Divide is our function here, DAX function. Okay, under divide, what I'll do, I'll just say sum of sales. Okay, order is my table name, sales is my column. Okay, sum of sales. Okay, I got this. Now, okay, divide means you are using numerator and denominator. Okay, or alternative result, you can just use it. So here you can understand that how divide function is used. Okay, under divide I have used numerator. This is my numerator. Okay, and denominator, what will be my denominator? Okay, so that we will see it here. Okay, so what I'll do, I want to do a calculation based on all the segments, okay, and sum it together so that we can get the percentages of total. So that is percent of total. So what I'll do, I'll use calculate. Okay, I'll use calculate function. Again same thing, what I have to do, I have to use sales, total sales. So sum of sales, which is basically my order sales. Okay, I got this. Now we are using another DAX function, which is calculate. Okay, so calculate is another expression. So here what it does, it gets you the expression, then apply the filter values if you are applying any filter values. Okay, then what I'll do, I'll use another, what I need all the selected values of that particular segment. So what I need the region column. So I'll say all selected. So this is my third DAX function, which is here all selected. Now under all selected, what I'll do, I'll say select all the values which are for the particular region column. So I'll say region. Okay, select all the regions. Okay, so here you got, so calculate sum of sales over all the regions. Okay, so this is how like we'll be doing it. So select all the regions. Now what I have to do, I have to just, okay, close this. My calculate is closed. So this is something which I got, numerator and denominator I got. Alternate result, I can make it anything, let's say 0 or something, and I can close it. So now what happened, like if you see within a single line of code, I got my calculation. So let's check out whether it will work or not. So that also we have to see. So we need to make sure that if this calculation is working perfectly or not. So we have just done a calculation. It may work, it may not work. We are just trying some calculation to be created. Okay, so what I'll do, I'll just say enter here. or I can use this arrow mark here, tick mark here. It's your choice. So just say enter. So this calculation is created. So here if you see, a calculation is created, it is working, it is in working state. So it may not give us right numbers, but still it is in working state, means there are no errors. If there are any errors, then this will give us a alert or a kind of yellow icon or something. Let's say if I add unnecessarily something, then if you see here, we will get a small kind of triangle icon which will say that okay, the syntax is incorrect and all that. Okay, so I'll just say this, and the calculation is working. Okay, let's check out whether it will give us the right numbers or not. Okay, so what I'll do, I'll just say percent of total, and I'll drag this on my y-axis. Okay, so here it is giving again 0.2 and all that stuff. Is it giving us the right numbers? Oh, it is giving us values in decimal. We have to convert it into percentage. Okay, that we forgot. Okay, let's do the conversion to this thing. So we can just directly go ahead and select the column, the measure, and just say show values as percentage only. Okay, here you are. Let's check out whether we're getting the right numbers or not. Central is 22.5%, 53%, which is actually correct. And East is 24%, which is here 23.96, which it's correct. Okay, then we have South, it is 18.14%, which is correct. West is 35.4, which is exactly 35.37, round off to 4. Oh, that's how we get the right numbers. So here, this is something similar what you were having here, and you got it through the line chart with the help of a DAX functions. So this is something like our requirement solved. I helped my colleague, and he got the right numbers on the line chart, and he was happy, client was happy, and everyone was happy. So this is something what DAX can help us. So like this, there are hundreds of calculations which I will be creating my videos in the coming time. I will make sure that I am quite regular. Every week you will get one video now on. Okay, I'll make sure that. And if you have any questions, if you have any doubts, you can ask me. But I request you to share, like, and comment these videos with your group, with your network, with your colleagues, so that everyone can learn something new. Okay, I hope you might have liked it. Thank you very much. Have a great day ahead.